maybe I wasn't too vocal or some shit. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I was laggy or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, so never be the type to compare yourself to anyone. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Maybe friends, maybe whoever. Don't be the type to be like, oh, they have this. I want it. They have this. I want it. Nah, nigga. Try and work on your own shit. Try and organically work on your own. Try to try to organically work towards getting your own. Don't be trying to compare yourself to cousin whosoever, brother whosoever. Dude, work in order to get your own, dog. I mean, and it's crazy, dog. No, generally speaking, if you're the type to want to compare yourself to people, in most cases, dog, you're gonna suffer, dog. You're gonna suffer, and it's not even to say because people wanna say that, wanna think even that suffering is mainly when you don't have any resources type shit. It's not. You suffer even if you have resources, dog. You suffer. So, dog, I'm telling you, bro, none of this shit works. None of this shit of like comparing yourself to people works. Even if you may be actually even having money or not. But one thing is for sure, you ain't gotta be comparing yourself to anybody. Because you're uniquely yourself. You are uniquely yourself. You are uniquely yourself. No matter how much they may want you to be someone else, you are uniquely. You understand what I'm saying? It's not gonna make a difference, dog. You're gonna be chasing people, trying to. It's not gonna make a difference. It's not, dog. All I can say is that don't compare yourself to people, bro. Don't compare yourself to people. That shit doesn't work, dog. It doesn't. Do you understand what I'm saying, though? Comparing yourself to people does not work. You be trying to compare yourself to somebody. Uh, all you're gonna get is just disappointment in the end. That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get disappointment. You know what I mean? That's what you're gonna get. Because if you're the type to compare yourself to people too much, you are obviously constricting upon yourself, dog. If you're the type to compare yourself to people a lot, you're the type to be if you're the type to be like, oh my gosh, he or she has this and I don't. He or she does this and I can't. You're damaging yourself, dog. The only thing that you should be doing is just focusing on yourself. Because if you focus on yourself, when you think about it, you're not too desperate. You're not desperate for anything. You're not desperate at all for anything. If you are to be in the position to focus on yourself 100%, you don't become desperate for anything. You don't become desperate for anything, dog. Because I mean, you're focusing on yourself 100%, and there's no need for anyone to try and convince you of certain things that don't even exist at all. So even with me, dog, I'm trying to do whatever the fuck it is that I'm doing. I'm not trying to convince myself of anything else that's not even there. I'm just doing what I'm doing, whatever the case. This is not what it looks like, by the way. It's totally isn't. It's not what it looks like. This is not what it looks like. It's my nose, and it's just how it is. Anyways, where am I from? I'm from South Africa. Where are you from? Fury Gaming. Fury Gaming. How are you doing, Fury Gaming? Where are you from? I'm from South Africa. Where are you chatting from? I'm chatting to you live from South Africa. Nelspruit in Bombela City. You know what I mean? City of possibilities. City of natural minerals. City of of wonders. Bombela City. If you wanna visit one of the greatest game reserves in the world, come to Bombela City. Of course, one of those game reserves being Kruger National Park. I am from Bhutan. Shout out to you, my friend from Bhutan. Bro, keep it up. You're doing great. Shout out to you for the motivation. Shout out to you for the motivation. So, that's where I'm chatting to you from. I'm coming at you live from Bombela City, Nelspruit, Mpumalanga. The place of dreams, the place of oldest clock in recorded history in Adam's calendar. Mm, 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 mm. Shout out to Fury Gaming for for the motivation, for the boost, for the boost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So this live basically to just talk about shit. You know, I gotta sometimes you just gotta talk about shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be in the position. Like I was thinking about shit the whole day. I don't want to be in the position to question why I'm not appealing to certain people. I don't want to be in that position. I just wanna do what I do here and enjoy every ounce of it. I want to do what I do here and enjoy what I do, irrespective of people talking to me or not, irrespective of people liking or not. Uh, what is your religion? My religion, I don't have a religion. That's really easy. I don't have a religion. I don't need to have religion. I don't need to adopt religion because I believe that my sanity and my well-being is in my hands. That's what I. In as much as there's a higher power that's watching and probably dictating certain events and whatsoever, I am in the position. I myself would want to think that I have control when it comes to dictating my own life. So, religion or religion, I wouldn't want to be in the position to discriminate people for saying that they are a certain religion. I wouldn't be in the position certain people who are of a certain orientation at all, at all, you know. So my religion, let me see. I don't have a religion. May God bless you. I hope you become a famous YouTuber in future. Good. My friend from Bhutan. So I don't really. Shout out, man. Shout out, bro. Thank you so much. I don't really think that it's really worth it, identifying with religion. And not because people are supposed to not identify with religion anymore. This is just a point of reference that I am pitching. This is just a point that I am pitching. About This is a point that I am pitching. It's nothing much. It's it's no hard feelings. This is just a point that I'm making, that religion is not entirely the be all of why we're human in the first place, of why we have purpose in the first, of why we must even have purpose in the first place, why we must, you know, be loving or caring, because being loving or caring is supposed to be how we move as human beings, and it's supposed to be something that is more of a proclivity than a conformity. Well, it must be in displaying love and affection and or patience must not be a matter of someone being forceful in terms of how you deliver. It mustn't be forceful to the person who is receiving, and the person to display that love. It must not be forceful on their end as well. Shout out to Reinhard Kutsie. How are you doing, Reinhard? Reinhard. If I'm mispronouncing your name, I'm sorry, man. Brother, stay safe and healthy. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Fury Gaming. I hope that you come back during the next stream, because I may actually be doing freestyle rap on the next stream. So what's the time right now? 3:43. If you're a fan of hip hop, if you're a fan of rappers, right? Because I'm a rapper. And I told this other girl this other time, man. I told this girl this other time, man. This other time. It was actually today. I I sort of told her playfully that if you are prone to watching rappers and if you are prone to watching hip hop music, just wait for me to pop up on your YouTube For You page. And she was like, nigga, you still rap? And I was like, yeah, I rap, dog. Why would I want to actually not rap anymore? Because I actually love rapping, dog. I love it. I love it, dog. I adore rapping, nigga. I love rapping so fucking much. I love rapping so much that I don't do it because it's trend, and I don't do it because I wanna diss a big rapper, or I wanna be known for having dissed a big rapper, and because I yeah, I do have Facebook. I do have Facebook. I do have Facebook. Yeah, follow me on Facebook, bro. Follow me on Facebook. Uh, do the right thing. Do the right thing like Fury, and follow Krusher Recs Revenator on Facebook. Abo. Follow me on Facebook. There's content that's interesting there. It's very interesting, and I take it that you're probably gonna enjoy that content that's there. Well, of course, some of the content that is on Facebook is also on YouTube as well. Uyangifile. Uyangifile. But anyways, nigga, I'm Swati South African. I'm Swati South African. So don't ever get to thinking that I'm trying to make it sound as if I'm American. Because mina ngimswati mina. Ngikhuluma Siswati. Yeah. Ngumswati, ngikhuluma Swati mbamba. Ngumswati mbamba. Although some of the syntax that I'm right now, I don't think that it's Swati. When I say ngumswati mbamba, maybe not. Because where I'm from, I wouldn't say that we speak proper Swati. We speak Swati, but I don't say that it's proper Swati. It's like slangish Swati. It's like slangish. It's like a click type of Swati. It's not like the main language type of Swati. No. But anyways, Nkuluma Swati, and if you love Swati people, if you hate Swati people, thank you. Hey, thank you, Bonga. We want it all. We want it all. We want it all here. Dish it, Baba. Dish it. Give it out. The hate, the la. Hey, Baba. Anything that you are on, we are on that. Every day, every day. 24 hours of the day, we are on that. From sun up till sundown, we are on that. If you're on that love, hey, we're on that love, dog. We are on that love, like highly, dog. We are on that love. But if you're on that hate, we're on that shit all day, every day, baby. From sun up to sundown, mama. You understand what I'm saying? So, it's no hate, it's all love. Either way, Thank for Lord, thank for Lord for. Yeah, I mean, phela ngimswati kahle kahle ngikhuluma Swati, and I hope that some of you on the channel and are not being fakes. Like somebody who's recently subscribed from the channel due to whatever reason, I think that they touched, and of which, if somebody comes around talking about an opinion, that's what you should take it as. You should take it as an opinion, because an opinion doesn't have a definite conclusion. So that's the whole idea of an opinion. So even if you're Christian, and then somebody sort of opposes the Christianity, you shouldn't take it as a threat. You should take it as, oh, somebody has an opinion. Because if if the Christianity has indeed worked in your life, I don't think that you should be in the position to be shaken up by maybe Krusher Recs, because Krusher is into Buddhism, for example. Emhlabeni wenta into lemsebentelako mngani wami yabo. Emhlabeni wenta into lemsebentelako. In the world, we do things that are beneficial for us in the long run. Uyangithola? So if you catch feelings that somebody maybe is a Buddhist and you are a Christian, Baba, you don't belong in this era. If you're someone who's pissed off or who is discomforted totally that there's somebody who does a spiritual practice that is not of your own or resembling yours, you should have a check in the mirror. Like for example, dog, if somebody is using muti and then when you got a person or whatever you are, identify as, and then somebody uses muti, and then you are that person to be like muti, what, muti. Muti, what? You don't belong in this era. You don't belong in this era, Baba. I don't care what they say, Baba. I don't care if I'm called a heathen. Hey, I am a heathen, actually. I'm very, very much heathenistic or heathen, whatever. I don't know what the plural may be. But if I'm a heathen, I'm definitely a heathen. Nah, I'm definitely a heathen. Religion is not. I don't identify with religion because I feel like identifying with religion goes part and parcel with delusion. And that's what I believe. This is what I believe. This is what I hold. But if you don't hold that, it's fine. Don't hold that. It's everyone to each his own, Baba. So, and by the way, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing this, bro. It's not even about people responding quicker or slower. I enjoy doing this. Way. I and this is I did this I enjoy doing this, bro. It's not even about immediate clicks or immediate validation, dog. I really enjoy doing this. And in as much as I'm depressed or whatever, or I'm not making it at all, like I really enjoy doing this. You know, most of the percentage of the people who actually view my lives are new people, and most of these people, some of you haven't subscribed to the channel, that's for sure. And some of you people who actually view for the longest, you don't subscribe at all. I enjoy doing this, dog. I enjoy doing this shit. The reason why I enjoy this is because I've gotten myself to enjoy this shit. Actually, to be frank, because I never wanted to be a streamer in the first place. But the reason why I enjoy this is because it's a stress reliever in a way, dog. I'm so even now as we speak, I'm not really thinking much about problems at all, you know, and I'm being educational to myself, and I'm being educational and very empowering to myself and others, possibly out there, you know. Uh, my question stands about: would you reject someone of a different religion? My question still stands of a different religion. What if, yeah, would you reject, like, as in, would you reject, wouldn't you date them? Yeah. Ooh, okay, of a different religion. Okay, fine. Would you reject someone of a different religion? Okay, it doesn't matter if you are a dude, if you are a chick, it doesn't matter. Abo. So, would you reject someone? Let's say that maybe you are Islam, or I don't know, dog. You are Islam. I don't know, whatever religion that you are, whatever spiritual practice that you identify with. So, would you reject a person who's who's possibly gonna be the mother of your children, who's possibly gonna be a supportive person in the long run, who's possibly gonna be with you in the toughest of times, and go through the most toughest of obstacles with you? Would you reject this individual? Meaning that, that would you date, or wouldn't you date? I don't know, dog. I don't know what the fuck. However, the fuck I'm trying to put it, but would you reject someone who is Islam because you are Christian? Would you reject someone who's Buddhist, maybe, for example, or Hindu, for example, because you are Christian? Would you? Would you? Hmm? Niharika Deka. Niharika Deka. How are you doing? So, would you? My question still stands. Would you not date someone who is, like, as in, would you reject a person because maybe, for example, they're Christian and you're Muslim? What if okay, now let me jumpstart to the what ifs. What if this person is the possible father of your children? What if this person is the possible mother of your children? What if this person is the possible lifetime partner that is meant for you? Would you reject them on the would you reject them under the auspices of their religious orientation, spiritual practice, or would you bypass? What would you do? Would you would you what am I trying to ask? Would you Loranjan, would you reject uh, a Taoist? What am I saying? The people who are in these religions, right? They obviously don't date, I think, something like that. But regardless, because they are not able to fulfill your carnal edges, for example. So, because there's always a saying that carnal edges are natural. So because they are natural, it's also natural for a person maybe you are dating to leave you because you are not fulfilling their carnal urges. I'm probably deviating from the question of religion or religious orientation. And but either way, regardless of people answering me or not, I don't think that it would be wise to reject a possible match because they are they are Taoist or because they are Muslim. Taoist. No, I don't. Or maybe, for example, of course, speaking on Taoism, for example, Taoists, I don't think are too much into fulfilling carnal edges. That is to say, uh, Taoism or spiritual practices like Taoism or religious practices like Taoism, I don't think that they permit the defiling of flesh. I don't think that they permit that. Like, as in, they totally cut that shit off. Like, the defiling of flesh, of course, defiling of flesh, sleeping around with people or sleeping with a person, or maybe I'm not certain because I think that other religious practices, spiritual practices, speak on the fact that it's very important that you do things under moderation. So per se, there are religious practices that prohibit the practice uh, that strict uh, the practices of the defiling of flesh. Uh, those practices cause substance abuse, sexual immorality, or maybe for YouTube's sake, coital immorality. I don't know, dog. But even in our own African religions or African spiritual practices, there are practices that endorse, for example, young teenagers, abstaining, in order for them to better prepare their bodies, for what comes with adulthood, whatsoever, and shit. So, to each his own, dog. To each his own, dog. You know what I mean? Because even, if upon Christians, Christians who are kind, because what I've seen about in terms of like people who are Christians, I haven't seen Christians that are kind. I haven't seen Christians that are really considerate and compassionate. I haven't seen Christians who give up their last dime. The Christians that I've seen, they are the opposite of what the idea of a Christian is supposed to be. Even and I'm not even trying to say that every Christian is like that henceforth. No, of course I'm not trying to. I'm not a fucking retard. I'm not a I'm not a retard. Of course I'm not a retard. Of course I'm not gonna come around saying, Christianity, what, directly. That is, I'm obviously gonna mention the sort of inconsistencies that are displayed by Christians. So Christians are not as kind as they want to claim they are around people. So, dog, it's whatever, dog. It's whatever, man. It's what I've seen. It's what I've witnessed. Man. And they're based upon what I've seen or what I've witnessed. Christian people, Christian people, yeah, Christian people are not like Christian not as kind as they would want it to be. My question there, you guys are afraid to even answer this question because you are highly political about what it means to religious. You're so freaking political, so much that it's nauseating. It's really nauseating. Labanye benu, we are so political about religion, so much that kuyahlandisana. Some of us nje kuze kusale kancane kuthi sihlande. The way in which you want to be so politically correct. Thina labanye kusala so kuthi nisihlandise sihlande ngasihlandisa thina labanye because of that shit, because you're so fanatical, you're so freaking fanatical, so fixated on these ideas that are not even substantiated in as far as religion goes, as far as modern day. You are so freaking fixated on ideas that are not fully substantiated. Hence the question there that you are afraid to answer. Because you're so fixated on ideas that are so colonial and so old. You know what I mean? You're so fixated on these ideas that are outdated. That's why you won't answer that question over there. See that question? You see it. I keep on looking at it. You're not going to answer that question. There. You're not going to answer the question, dog. Afraid to answer the question. Why? Why are you afraid to answer the question? Why are you afraid to answer the question? Why? It's because you are fans, dog. You are fanatical. You don't want to be people who do research. You don't want to be people who get extensively into studying scriptures, what scriptures say about ancient history, about what scriptures substantiate when it comes to ancient history. You don't wanna get into the nitty-gritty, of human beings, human history, why as human beings we existed, why as human beings certain things happened and all that. So this question, that question over there, as you can that question there that you don't know how to answer. It's not only just a question based upon love interests. It's a general question. It's a it's a generalized question. This little interesting question of mine. Huh? Hey, what an interesting question, though. It's a ha. And I didn't even think that I'd think of such a question before. I never actually even regarded myself being able to think of such yo, what a question. What a question. Yo, what a question. Yo. Ha. Yeah. Yo. Aye. Yeah. What a question. What a question. People are so pussy, they can't answer the question, dog. Hey. Yo. Let me look at my question. Let me marvel at my question, Sha. Okay. Wow. Oh, wait. Ha. No idea. Nyakutshela. Yo. Yeah, but anyways, man. I'm probably gonna see you when I do these freestyles, because I wanna do freestyle raps. I wanna rap because I'm one of the greatest rappers of my time, dog. And the slogan does indeed go to the naysayers, I lose nothing. Well, let me see. Since you guys Since you guys are so afraid of the truth, uh, since you guys get shaky, yabo, when you get asked the uncomfortable questions, I think that I finna dip, yabo. I think that I'm finna go. I think that I'm about to go, yabo, right now, because this, it's too much for you. It's too much for your brains. this, this question. This question is too much for you guys. It's too much for you guys. You guys can't handle this question. This one. You can't handle it. You can't handle this question, dog. You guys are afraid, dog. You guys, you guys don't have confidence. You guys don't have confidence. Hey yo, any harika, ni harika deka. You are not confident, dog. You are not confident. In on this channel, we are about confidence. We preach confidence here. If you're not, imagine this question. Imagine this question. Imagine this question right here, dog. Imagine it. Imagine it. This question there that I'm looking at right now. I'm gonna see you the next one. Probably some hours, yeah, from now. But either way, man. Moving on though.